So the way I would describe my first experience with steam-powered Giraffe, it's a bit convoluted, but hopefully I'll explain it well enough. It's like the feeling of meeting a stranger for the first time. You don't know them. Maybe they were a friend of a friend, and you just instantly gel together. The conversation flows smoothly. There's an unsung rapport. You guys just get each other. There's a warmth there. There's empathy laid in. I mean, it just feels calming. There's like a tranquility about it. And that feeling of tranquility in conversations like that, when I meet people, even if I never see them again, I think back to those moments and I'm like, man, that was a cool person that I got to meet. Maybe it was something about their energy or just our dynamic in that moment, but it worked remarkably well. And I think back to those moments routinely or just, randomly throughout my life. That's how I feel about Steam Powered Giraffe. And especially that song, Honeybee. Beautiful, beautiful song. So melodic, so calming. The harmonies were just on point, and it's such a unique blend of feelings. And even the steampunk aesthetic, you don't really meet people like Steam Powered Giraffe often. And when you do, it's like that was such a niche experience, but I loved every part of it. And today, we need to explore more of the steam-powered Giraffe. We've got 3 of their songs to check out today. The first will be Brass Goggles, the second, Malfunction, and the last, which is a cover of Diamonds by Rihanna. So we've got a lot of good stuff in store today. I'm excited to have another one of those lovely musical conversations with our friend SPG here. But before we do, a special, special thank you goes to Gundula the Thoughtful for the generous donation request and the selections today. As always, my friend, thank you and hope all is well. Now, let's jump in.
Hey, you seated comfortably? Got your bag of pork rinds and or sandwich? Great. I need you to sing along. This is sing along, this next song. Even if you're in your underwear, sing loud and proud.
I'm not in my underwear right now.
If you don't know the lyrics, just follow the bouncing pug head. It'll show you the way. Now, don't follow the red star. That will give you the wrong lyrics and
Not the
completely
red star.
ignore the chihuahua head.
This is like a sing-along
Just
video?
the pug, all right?
Just the pug.
Then we're good to go. Without any further ado,
attune your ears to the grinding gears.
well, come with me, I'll show you how to be a metal man. When the gears are turning and the fires are burning. When the world takes a round, your voice is talking all the time. And you live for sleeping, you've never slept because you cannot sleep. Gonna Walter was shout when he learned from the Nile. Copper African elephants turning hostile. So we built these wonderful automaton boats and a very big steam machine rattled smokes. Now the war is past and over.
Oh, those
We
textures.
left to sit and wonder what is life and what is real and why do living things need feel.
Feel that stretching of that note.
It's real and why do living things need feel. These, are you ready? Here we go.
One, two, three,
La da da da, la da da da, la da da da, la da da da.
Oh, the melody. I love it.
How'd you like to try a pumping lead through your veins? Or have a heart so wet and gold that starts rusting?
Like truly, like if I took a freeze frame of this video and you asked me which of the 5 is the automaton, it would legitimately be hard to answer that. Like if it's 4 humans and 1 automaton here. I would say most likely candidate would be middle and right. The piano player looks very human here, but God, I love the built-in bounce into these songs. And again, it is coddled with so much of this melodic warmth. I don't know, maybe it's in like this like subconscious smile that they're doing as they're singing these lyrics. There's a bit of that transatlantic accent in there that also makes you feel nostalgic about things. But we somehow, me and Steam Powered Giraffe just get each other.
How'd you like to try a pumping lead through your veins? Or have a heart so wet and gold that starts rusting? When your brain takes on stopping, your voice is talking all the time, and you live for feelings you've never felt because you cannot feel. And what is this leaking affecting my eye? Cause the oil that is dripping, mean this is a crime. Will I ever be something to
Piano player's killing it.
or am I just a boiler with nothing inside? I want all today, don't want to hear you say you can't do this, you can't do that. You're not a living thing with feelings. I can't hear.
I feel like my brain is like slowly processing just how good these harmonies are.
To hear you say you can't do this, you can't do that. You're not a living thing with feelings. I can't hear.
Because they're bouncing, and then they slow it down, and then they go back to the bounce and slow it down again. So my brain is like holding on to what I knew, but I'm realizing, like Roadrunner, that there's no ground below me, or at least the ground here has changed dramatically. But then they pull it back to the bounce. Wow. That back and forth is remarkable.
'Couple African elephants are turning outside. So we built these wonderful automaton floats and a very big steamboat Giraffe smokes. A very big steamboat Giraffe smokes.
I gotta go back. That was so cool.
When he learned from
It's like voice here, voice there, voice up here, there.
Elephants are turning outside. So we built these wonderful automaton floats and a very big steamboat Giraffe smokes. 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 La 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 la
Power down. This song just constantly got better. Oh my god, the pacing here was just terrific. Bro, these sections where they're doing these like multiple layers, like one person's handling one part of the lyrics, the other person's handling the other, but they're stacked on top of each other or staggered slightly, and just boom, 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 groundhog, 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 back to back to back. I love that feel. It is so hard to layer songs in that way because you have to consider the ways that they punch in and out of the different beats in the measure. So if they were established prior in the song, that doesn't mean they necessarily fit together well, but they are so good at composing. They know exactly how to thread that needle. There's a very specific two-part song that this reminds me of, and I don't know if I've ever recommended it to you guys, so give me 1 second. There is this band called Famous Last Words, and they have a two-part song called The Show Must Go On. Now, if you ever listen to that entire album called The Two-Faced Charade, you'll have more context for those songs, but part one is its own thing. Part two is basically like an extension of part one, but also an amalgamation of a lot of the other songs in that album. So different melodies from different songs interspersed in the lyrics in the present part two song, so that all together you're hearing like the entirety of the album. It is such a crazy experience if you just listen to the album from start to finish, and if you're able to like remember which lyric came from which song, or at least if the melodies like stick in your brain. But what they did here with this track, Brass Goggles, they actually did a version of that, stacking the multiple melodies that were used throughout the song in one section. Super, super difficult to do, but it's amazing, and it's seamless. It's seamless the way they do it. Oh man, what a challenging but fun song there. Let's keep going. Da 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 da. Two-Faced Charade, by the way, Famous Last Words, they are a very heavy band. So it's a different look than Steam Powered Giraffe. Got a 2x2 of the Matrix TVs. Da 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 da. That's not gonna get out of my head today either. Maldry? Take my subscriptions. You guys deserve all of mine. Oh my god. It's too good. The melody's too good. Oh. Beautiful.
Junction of dysfunction, we arrive. What's your malfunction? Don't be scared, it don't matter how you wear your hair. What's your malfunction? Find its worth, perfect support for what it's worth. Gold, silver, copper, bronze.
It's like all of the signs are like just so relatable. I like this song already, just melodically, but I like the meaning here with malfunction and, societally, the way we view different, disabilities and things that are impairments to us, oftentimes is in a very negative light, but that's literally the way that biology works sometimes. There are adaptations that are unexpected, which is why humans are so beautiful, is because we have such diversity in personality, in thought, in who we are, even our medical needs or our abilities physiologically. I mean, we differ from one another in so many ways, but we are bound by our connection in being human. And doesn't matter if you have a malfunction. It's just a malfunction from what is the normative thing to occur if you're looking at it from a descriptive sense, but it doesn't mean you're actually flawed as a person. And so many people often, and understandably so, but they look at their condition and then think, oh, I am less than. No, you are just different and you are lovable all the same. So I just like songs like this that put those ideas into perspective, because so often we can like chastise ourselves for having our own perceived malfunctions, when we can just accept ourselves too and function in what we perceive to be dysfunction. Because, I mean, life is so complicated, man. There's not one way to skin the cat.
Silver, copper, bronze, metal can still be strong. Well, we might have a share of kicks, but honey, that's how we get our kicks. Malfunction away. Malfunction away.
Those high harmonies.
Malfunction. Malfunctions desire climb higher than a spider on the wire. You function in life, but that sector might need revert. I'm about to pick you up, get you back up on your feet. You don't need to worry, even if we're incomplete.
I like this chorus back and forth.
Sounds so cliche, but hey, let's do it anyway. We're functioning just fine. Alive at this junction of dysfunction, we arrive. What's your malfunction? Don't be scared. It don't matter how you wear your hair. What's your malfunction? Bring it forth. Perfect support for what it's worth. Or bizarre, the best shape is who you are. Raise your hand if you're not from a mold. Every strings are worth more than gold. Malfunction away.
I had trouble reading that one. Hold on. I think it's backwards. Is it back? Maybe the top one's backwards with chronic hiccups. What does the top one say? I don't know how to reflect this in real time. Mirror writer. I didn't know mirror writer was even a thing.
Every strings are worth more than gold. Malfunction away. Malfunction away.
Which one is that? Dysgraphia. I need to look this one up. Dysgraphia is a neurological disorder that impairs a person's ability to write, affecting fine motor skills, spelling, legibility, and the expression of thoughts on paper. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was something spatial because of graph.
Feel the fires as they tickle your face. Watch and learn as they make you feel disgrace. Ones and zeros left over, or left to haunt. Come them in and let them.
Gonna read that one too. Patellofemoral. That's like something with the knee and the leg, right?
Come in and let them walk. From a stupid life.
Oh, I had a friend with Crohn's.
From a stupid life. Ones and zeros, ones and zeros, ones and zeros. Add them up, take them up, show them I'm functioning just fine.
So beautiful.
At my junction of dysfunction, we arrive. That's their malfunction. It's a start. Can we teach them not to fall apart? Their malfunction isn't us. It's all the clamor and the fuss. When I say that I love you, damn it, can I take it as true? Everything's a little broken. To be pristine, well, you must be joking. Malfunction away. Malfunction away.
Oh my I love how the ending of their songs are always like that steam emitting from now the static of the TVs. It's such a beautiful song, great message. Because yes, we may be different from what is quote unquote normal, so we are unusual. But differences make us great.
Fantasy. I want to live in waiting just for you.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's just so beautiful, the message. I think it's so often the case we want to put ourselves down for having our perceived dysfunctions. We need to stop doing that, just to put it simply. It doesn't serve us. It keeps us stuck in those cycles. If we do have the ability to control part of what's going on with us, not looking at yourself as a person who is a human capable of mistakes, but also capable of growth, it doesn't serve you, is the main point. And now there's many conditions in here as well that we saw that there are no easy fixes, and that's okay because we can just connect to each other knowing that we have differences. And even if we don't know the struggle of another, we can still empathize, we can still reach out and lend a helping hand, rather than being fixated on the solution to everything and making everything completely stainless steel or whatever kind of example you want to give. Just let things be multicolored, let things be different, embrace those differences, learn from them, and see what can be done. I think the goal societally at this point needs to be understanding of ourselves and bringing us closer. And if we can't reach that understanding, at least be okay in accepting that I don't understand, but it is okay. It's just weird because I feel like so many people take like monumentally stupid positions on the lives of others when they have no business judging the lives of others because they have never experienced it. They have not researched into the lives of others. They don't have a person in their life who deals with it. Or if they do, they're very flippant and, disregard the needs and wants of that person who is quote unquote malfunctioned. It's really sad. I wish we just led with more empathy and care rather than judging us against the non-existent objective way to be. Rant over. Beautiful song. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, it's these melodies, man, so good. Let's check out Diamonds.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Find light in a beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see, a vision of ecstasy.
You hear all these echoes?
When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away.
There's a theme to these songs today. Connection.
At first sight, I felt the energies of sun rays. I saw the life inside of shine bright.
Wow.
Tonight,
Wow.
you and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
His voice is like toffee.
So alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Palms rise to the universe as the moon shines on me.
Wow.
Feel the warmth, we'll never die.
Now he's up there.
We're like diamonds in the sky.
That was so easy for him.
You're a shooting star, I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me,
back
I'm
down.
alive. We're like diamonds
voices in
the
one.
sky. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside. So shine bright tonight, you and I. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond.
I'm gonna cry.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. So shine bright tonight, you and I.
This giraffe is.
We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive.
Are you hearing that monotone note? Eye to eye, da da da. It just stays there, and sometimes it feels a little bit dissonant against the notes that are being sung by the lead vocals, but because it stays up there, it plays again into the idea that these are autonomous. I find it's so compelling the way they're able to integrate all of these ideas of being like autonomous, the steampunk energy in the music, in the visuals, in the lyricism. It is so completely itself.
We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond.
There's an ice cream monster and we're gonna go lick it!
All right, Rabbit, I'll be right there.
I'm gonna go lick it.
I am a diamond.
Has killed their desire to not become.
Guys, steam powered giraffe. So happy to have had this conversation with them again today, because wow, it's so good. It is so unique. It calms you. It makes me feel serene. I really feel happy when I listen to this. It's such a fresh sound, such a unique aesthetic. I mean, I'm just gonna like repeat all of the things I've said, but it just needs to be stated. I don't even know how you like come to an idea like this. It's so unique. These harmonies, especially in the highs, where there's that really high note in the harmony and like a middling note sort of in like the baritone range, that distance, it's over an octave, right? Because it is that high. It may be 2 octaves at least. Harmonies where there is that distance and frequency, like you have to look at the, I believe in physics, if you like double the frequency wave, that's when you get 1 octave. You double it again, it's a new octave, something like that. So this is like 2 doublings. That it's like so, I don't want to say acidic, but it's like very like bright up here, more acidy, I guess, relatively. And then it's like so earthy down here, and it's like you have the earth and the stars above. And then the voice dances in the like medium, you know, where the moon would be, where the clouds would be, where the tree line is. Oh, I don't even, now I'm thinking like, what is my favorite song of these 3? Because these were all so phenomenal. I like the Ascension of Brass Goggles the most. Oh, Diamonds are so good too, and Malfunction. I think in terms of highest high, like the highest peak of all of these 3 songs would have to go to Brass Goggles. Excuse my camera. Brass Goggles, and then Malfunction, and then Diamonds. But if I'm going based on what I would want to like repeat listen to right now, I would give it to Malfunction. And then I'll give the Brass Goggles. I want to give the originals some love because Diamonds, I've heard this song so many hundreds of times in different covers too. So this rendition, this cover of Diamonds was so unique in the very steam-powered Giraffe kind of way. I like those droning notes above. What a smart way to do it. It sets up this like ceiling for the track in terms of the highest possible pitch that the harmony next to it is bouncing off of. I'm glad too that they don't care if it sounds dissonant in a certain moment, because it returns to something more consonant and that much more, I guess, fulfilling as a listener. But then we got that really high melody in the final chorus, right? I'm gonna give it to Brass Goggles second and then Diamonds third, but yeah, it's all too good. Let me know what you guys thought of these tracks today, and if you want me to react to more Steam Powered Giraffe, you can send a request my way using the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.